y'all, and welcome back to Boa's Bikers channel. We're on our way to Westvleteren today.
Een van de mooiste Romaanse kerkjes in onze kontrijen.
I'm on my way with my regular riding buddy Jo, and we are on our way to Westvleteren. I don't know if you know Westvleteren. It's a small town in West Flanders in Belgium. It's actually part of Vleteren. You have East and West Vleteren. But in Westvleteren there is this abbey, and they brew the best beer in the world.
Dorp Sint Maartenslaten.
So apparently we're in the rich neighborhood around Ghent, Sint Maartenslaten and later on Deurle. Let's see what we will see. This is the very rich neighborhood apparently. Along this nice road, all in green, but all covered up. Whoa. So the Westvleteren beer is a Trappist. That means that it's a beer that is brewed by the Trappist monks, and it is brewed within the walls of the monastery of the monks. The beer has won the title Best Beer in the World, I guess even several times. So here you can see the reason why Sint Maartenslaten and Deurle are so expensive. It's in the middle of green, and we have the Leie. The Leie is a river, and especially the lots that are on the shores of the Leie are, well, so expensive that almost no one can afford them, because they have their own access to the Leie, so they can have a boat there. And they are mega expensive. So we're now going to cross the Leie, and you can also see a lot of boats there. So let's see, this is the Leie. See the boats? This is a nice lane on cobblestones. Ooh, we're going through a gate. I guess there must be a castle around here. There are definitely some big farms. Oh yeah. It's Castle Oidonk. Look at that. Wow. Flanders. This is where they make a nice drink, Genever. It's a distillate. So they make different kinds of drinks. They also make a whiskey, goldless, and a nice drink, Citroen Genever Wortegemse. It's a liqueur made of lemon. As you can see, it's today a very overcast day. A lot of clouds, completely clouded. Yesterday was a day with thunderstorms, and today the weather won't be as good as well. So today was the best riding day, but I had also some other things planned, so it's a short day today. So another full day of riding. The typical landscape of West Flanders in Belgium. Flat agricultural land. It's rather wet, so there are a lot of meadows for cows. But flat, flat, flat. Ooh, a llama and a peacock. So here we have the Abbey, Saint Sixtus Abbey. Okay, while we are riding through this farmland, let me tell you a bit more about the Westvleteren. So it's a beer brewed by monks, by Trappist monks, so it's Trappist beer. There are only a few beers that can call themselves Trappist, but it's a real hype here in Belgium, the Westvleteren. The monks only sell it to have an income, to maintain their lifestyle, the monastery and so on. So they don't sell it en masse. So there is a real shortage, and a lot of people want this beer because it has been voted best beer in the world several years ago. So many people want the beer, and there are three kinds. You have the blond, that's a bit over 5% alcohol. Then you have the 8, that's a dark beer, and it's about 8% alcohol. And you have the 12, that's a bit over 10% alcohol, almost 11. It's the 12 that has been voted best beer in the world. and for me it's also the best of the three. But so a lot of people want this beer, but the monks, they don't sell a lot of beer. They just sell enough of the three kinds to maintain their lifestyle. So there's a shortage. And how can you get the beer then? Well, you can get it at the black market sometimes for a lot more than a regular price. But the monks, they have since a few years an online manner to order the beer. So you have to register your name, your telephone number and your car license plate. And then you can order a crate or two. And if you have ordered the beer, then you can pick it up a few weeks later at a certain time. If you can't be there at that time, then you can't buy the beer. You also have to come with the car which license plate you have given, so you cannot come with another car. So they make it very difficult for ordinary people to get there and buy the beer. So there are some people that make a sport out of it in ordering the beer and then reselling it. Also, if you have ordered and bought them, so you picked it up, then you get to the back of the line. So if other people log in and try to order, the computer system recognizes your phone number, your car license plate, your name, and you get kicked to the back of the line. So people who haven't ordered before, or has been a long time since they have ordered, they get in front of you. So in that sense, they make it a bit more honest. But still, it's very difficult to be able to get a crate of this beer. So a question for you guys. Are you a beer or a wine drinker? Let me know in the comments down below. And especially if you're a beer drinker like me, what kind of beer do you prefer? I prefer the stronger dark beers. So, let me know in the comments down below. Hope to hear from you. So, we're getting a bit of blue sky and sunshine later in the afternoon. Great! So welcome after the rain we had. That's a nice little chapel. You see them a lot in rural areas. Along the streets, next to the field, these little chapels. Sometimes also in towns. And I really like them. They saved my life twice now. Well, that's a bit exaggerated. But yeah, I'll tell you about it. The first time was on a hike with a few of my mates. I was on a long weekend hike. But it was raining, pouring, it was cold. And I just wanted to go home. I didn't want to go on anymore. So there was this little chapel next to the road and it was open. And we could just fit in there. So we went in there, made ourselves a meal, dried up a bit. And when we came out of it again, the sun was shining, the rain had stopped. The sun disappeared later, but the rain had stopped. And I was happy again. I could go on for the next 2 days of the weekend, the long weekend. And then the second time, well, earlier today, it started raining. We stopped at the little chapel to get into my rain gear, and to have our lunch. And afterwards it was more or less dry. It didn't rain that much anymore. So thank you, chapels. And that is also why when we're on a walk or a hike and I see this little chapel, I take a selfie. That's all, y'all. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell to keep up to date with all that I'm doing. And leave your comments down below. See you!